name remains Triple O. Tunde Young and Okoyemi Akinyode very much live in the studio with me right here. You can go to YouTube right now. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just go to YouTube. You can join us live on YouTube. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM on YouTube. Join the Gospel of Sports right here on the Sound of Lagos. You can drop your comment right there as well. You want to see Okoyemi Akinyode in his blue shirt. You want to see Tunde Young in his green and white shirt, or you want to see Triple O in his blue shirt as well. So welcome. Just you are welcome. We are welcome. We say welcome to everybody. Just join the gospel and preach the gospel of sports cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. So guys, let's start from the VAR official who has been taking off duty for today and also for Wednesday. His name is John Brooks. He was checking the wrong person for the offside call in the game between Brighton and Crystal Palace that ended 1-1. So, guys, how do you react to this?
If I react to the way I reacted to when I first saw the story, we will not have a show. So let me just say, first of all, before we go on, I would like to remind everybody and remind us of today is World Radio Day. So
yes,
happy World Radio Day.
Yeah, happy World Radio Day.
Our devoted listeners and also to us that bring you.
Do you remember the date you made your debut on radio?
I know it was sometime in 2016.
Okay, what about Okoyemi Akinyode? The date.
That's 2009. Started with community radio. My university had a radio station.
Yeah, I think I had a full-time radio.
Public relation officer. So I was the one in charge of the radio, and service here took me to another radio station. Post service here took me to another radio station, and live outside of service and masters brought me to Mainland FM.
Okay.
Long story short, Okoyemi Akinyode is a very old man.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I just had a little break early in life.
Okay. Okay. Well.
you will not burn my cable today. Let's leave English.
Moving on.
I've been voting since Buhari Diago.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be 50 soon.
That means I must have. If I'll be 50, that means I've watched like 12 FIFA World Cups.
Okay. You want to do like some veterans that really work? I'll not pay them. Okay, Tunde Young, John Brooks. We are still waiting. If it doesn't look like anyone will get punished for the mistake, even though human error has been admitted in the Arsenal game, it doesn't look like anyone will get punished. But somebody is getting punished for the Brighton and Crystal Palace game.
That's the annoying part of these apologies, because you come out after winning people's chances in a game like that. The decision could significantly determine who wins the Premier League. Like, quite honestly, if Arsenal go into the City game still 5 points ahead, it's different from going in 3 points ahead. Much different. And
the City's got superior goals than you.
Yeah, they might have just decided the Premier League title, and all we will hear is, "Oh, we are sorry," retrospective apology that does absolutely nothing. What is the hold up here? What is the investigation? Yeah, the moving of the next 2 games. Okay, fine. But is there a reason he can't be punished immediately? Is there an investigation going on? Is there a reason he can't be suspended, fined, banned, whatever, demoted to the championship, or whatever any means Web and the rest of the PGMOL have to do to ensure that this does not happen again? Because this is happening too much. And the whole point of the video assistant referee is to spot human errors, because referees are human beings. I'm talking about center referees, the on-pitch referees now. They're human beings. They can miss some stuff. The VAR is not there to referee the game. The referees should still be the referee. There was refereeing without VAR. Even though there were errors, we were still enjoying the game, and most of the decisions were correct. But the VAR is brought in to perfect where the referees are imperfect. And for whatever reason, not just David Brooks is in a room with 3 or 4 other VAR officials, in a room with gigantic and multiple monitors to see from literally every angle possible. I'm sorry, I cannot accept human error as an excuse for reviewing the wrong player. It is just common sense. I don't have a refereeing license. I've never refereed an official game in my life. If I'm watching football, like, just even also in the room, if you're watching football, if something feels offside, even before they flag it, you just feel it in your body that might be offside until they flag it. Then imagine now having the advantage of video on multiple screens and the advantage of having assistants that can also review I do not accept I'm sorry for reviewing the wrong player. How do you even do that? How do you forget to draw the line in an offside? Is that a sensible excuse? This is clearly, look, I don't want to say it's match fixing because I don't have the proof. I don't want to say, but I don't see this as an error. This is too basic to be an error. How do you forget to draw the line for an offside call? Like they called you in the VAR room. Help us check if this is offside. You checked if it's offside, and you forgot to draw the line. So what did you check? What was the point of the check? I'm really agitated about this. And the fact that we saw a player literally get down on his knees, dive, and block a shot with his hand. So much that his club admitted it on social media.
His father was a goalkeeper.
His club immediately posted a video of how the player Thomas Tuchel talking about his father was a goalkeeper, so he has the genes in him, and they were taking shots at Chelsea for stuff like that. And
even till now,
not even a word. Despite the fact that you called out some bad decisions that were made, not even a word to Chelsea. Let's even leave that. Let's leave the word. The word will not have done it. As far as they gave word, it did not restore their 3 points. But at the end of the day, I feel like it is not sufficient to just give I'm sorry. It is not sufficient to just to ban these people. Actually take away their source of livelihood. I'm being serious. When you lose money, because as a referee you don't earn as much as footballers. There's no if they find a footballer 100k, you can dust it, you can shake it off. You find a referee 100k, you will never make a mistake again in your life. I assure you. Ban these people. Actually find them. Actually let it hurt. I'm not saying nobody's above mistake, but when you make a mistake that is so, what is I forgot to draw the line.
It's just like you are being told to go open a door to a car and you leave the key, then you now say you forgot. You are trying to break the window because you want to open it when there is like the first thing you should do. The first thing you should do as a VAR assistant is draw the line.
How are you reviewing outside without drawing the line?
See. I feel so happy. As much as I feel just like Tunde said, this could cost Arsenal a great deal, especially as important as that game is. You played against Brentford, one of the most informed team in the Premier League in the last, maybe in 2023, apart from Nottingham Forest. I think Nottingham Forest have picked the highest number of points than any other team in the Premier League. And we're talking about a team that's got really decent results, against all of the top side. Defeated Manchester United, defeated Manchester City, got point off Chelsea and Liverpool. Now they defeated Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal defeated them in the first. So it's a very significant game. More so, Arsenal coming from the back of their second defeat of the season. That means yesterday was the first time they dropped points in 3 consecutive games in the league and of course in the Premier League back to back. Now, I've always said that you cannot use one human being to correct the error of another human being, and this is what I've been talking about. Until maybe they bring in robots or they bring in machines to operate the VAR, as long as the people making the decisions or calling the shots in the VAR room are still human beings, we'll continue to have mistakes. This is not the first time the officials would give an apology. Arsenal's game against Manchester United, that foul on Eriksen that led to a goal that was disqualified, it was later they said it was not a foul, and then they gave an apology. Arsenal eventually lost that game. Now Arsenal, they've been another victim of this same situation again. Well, they didn't play exceptionally well. They didn't do anything so extraordinary. All of us would agree that Brentford deserved a point in that game at the least. But if you are going to get a point, make sure that it's a well-deserved point, not a point that will bring up with the controversy. The referee actually had a VAR check. Remember when we did the analysis here on that day, and immediately they were showing the replay again. I made mention of it immediately that game, that particular call is being reviewed on the replay, not on the VAR. It's very clear. The first thing you should do, if you're not comfortable, even if it takes you 10 minutes before you make your decision, I read Alan Shearer's decision that the referee was under pressure because he felt he had spent about 2-3 minutes before he could confirm. Even if it takes you 10 minutes, as long as the right thing is being, it's just like in the law, they will tell you that it is better for 100 guilty people to go free than for one innocent person to get punished. If it takes you 10 minutes for you to be sure of that decision, you have to go through it. You need to draw the line. check all of the reasons why this goal should not stand. And look at what happened yesterday. Now on Saturday rather, Arsenal have dropped that point. They play Manchester City. If Manchester City beats them on Wednesday, Manchester City will go top of them with superior goals difference. And Arsenal's outstanding match is against the same Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. So you look at all of these things and you're asking, like, how do you want to use one human being to correct the mistake of another human being? You're bringing in too much technology into the football. Goal line technology, we said that one is 100% perfect. The VAR is even worse than the goal line technology calls.
Okay, England VAR problem continues. Champions League football will return tomorrow. We'll leave that conversation for tomorrow regarding the UEFA Champions League. But just to let you know some of the games to expect tomorrow in the UEFA Champions League, AC Milan will be in action against Tottenham Hotspur. Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern Munich is another game that will happen. Both games will happen by 9 p.m. tomorrow night. But we'll leave that conversation for tomorrow. Tonight is the night for the Merseyside derby. Two teams who have different reasons to get all 3 points in tonight's game. Liverpool, they need to get their season on. They need to wake up. They need to stop crawling. It doesn't even look as if they are moving. And for Everton, they know that after defeating Arsenal last weekend at the Goodison Park, they have to keep on working hard as well, so that the earlier the better they can start getting those 3 points, those vital points, even if it's against the big boys. The better for them, guys.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's only about one thing and one thing alone, as far as I'm concerned. I put my analyst cap to the side and I put on my agenda cap.
An agenda must agenda,
because tonight
007
is the night we have been waiting for. The man was all the way from the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo is going to play tonight, and hopefully he will do what he has done for the last 6 games, which is fail to score or assist. So what does that mean? What does that mean? You ask me on YouTube and Facebook and on the airwaves. What does that mean? Let me tell you. I'm so excited. It means tonight, by the end of the night, Cody Gakpo would have played 7 games for Liverpool without scoring or assisting a single goal.
007.
07.
No, it's 007. 007.
Okay, no goal, no assist in 7 games. 007.
007. Cody Gakpo.
The name is Gakpo.
How can somebody be this evil?
But okay, jokes aside, obviously that was agenda. But on the fact side of it, because Gakpo is a good player. Liverpool fans should not feel bad. They've not signed a bad player. It's just
I mean, they didn't sign a bad player in Darwin Núñez as well.
Yeah, that's arguable. But he came into a team where team obviously struggling. A team that has a non-existent midfield. When I say non-existent, Liverpool genuinely. I'm not trolling. I genuinely believe that Liverpool have probably the second worst midfield in Premier League. After maybe say Nottingham Forest. I think Crystal Palace have a better midfield.
Southampton.
I think Southampton have a better. They have WordPress. By default, WordPress is better than every Liverpool midfielder right now.
Combined.
I don't know if combined, but individually, Thiago is always injured, so he cannot talk. Antonello has not even won their shirt.
I'm not even sure he has arrived on that loan. He's just
he got injured
just in the seat
on the playground. He got injured on the playground, so they could not talk.
By the way, we are streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM on YouTube, also on Facebook, to drop your comment on Facebook, like, and also turn on the notification bell so that every time we go live on the Sound of Lagos 98.3 Mainland FM, you can get the notification to join the conversation right here. I see comments already. Someone is requesting, okay, I am Osats is asking or begging us to talk about Garnacho. We'll talk about Garnacho. He's a superstar, wonderful talent. Yes, that's why I say talent. Like, he never reached that level. Now, so Anthony Martial starts. Now, so
Anthony Martial's deal said if he wins
Ballon d'Or. So let's. But
I'm sure he has changed that agent.
I thought that is a common clause in football. Like that is a common clause in football. Martial won't get reported because he actually has a chance. Clubs do that to when they say add-ons. Those are some of the those are some of the
unrealistic
some of the factors, because the clubs really don't want to pay you the actual add-ons, so they put things that they believe that whether even if it's
just like Moody wants it, just like saying when Arsenal wins Champions League, they give you additional 10 million and you not even qualify for the Champions. Don't talk of winning.
Shakhtar now look at your entire history and say we've never won this.
So we don't want Champions League.
We are the Shakhtar that you want to buy from. We are playing the Champions League. Meanwhile, you have not played it since George Bush was president of the United States.
Since the old notes.
The Queen was alive when Arsenal played Champions League.
The Queen was alive. I mean, the Queen was still even playing charity football. The Queen was alive and kicking.
Somebody told me that they've even removed Arsenal's anthem on the Champions League playlist.
They will have to download it, and I think the original one that was in there before, I'm not sure it's
I'm sure they have to school the players to the rules of the Champions. Well, you know, in Europa League there's no anthem, it's just whistle. But Champions League there's anthem, there's pre-match analysis.
I mean, there's lyrics for the Champions League anthem. There's no lyrics for the.
Can you see the Europa League?
There's
anthem?
no lyric. There's no lyrics.
Just do for 9 minutes. They don't do analysis at halftime.
Drum roll. Barcelona and Manchester United, get ready. Thursday night.
One of them will not even play it at all.
So at least one will still hear How did you get here, guys?
I don't even know.
By the way, I should say Manchester United, we hear that Qatari investors are preparing to make a bid to buy the Premier League club Manchester United in the coming days. Bloomberg reported this today, citing sources familiar with the deal. The report added that the consortium will submit an initial bid for the club by the end of the week, and that officials from Qatar Sport Investment are helping with preparations for the bid. So United, we are looking at the potential bid by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, it's something that United themselves set an ultimatum of February for all bids to come in, and they've stated the amount they want in excess of 6 billion, and of course clearing
the condition to
clearing the 2 billion debts. Clearing 2 billion. Clearing the 2 billion debt, and also
investing 2 billion on facilities
in the facilities and the stadium. So yeah,
that's very funny.
Deciding people can do. We read that UEFA gave them the clearance that they can go ahead, even though the people that are bidding have links to the prince, who also has links to PSG. But they've said that since it's not sort of like the NPFL style, since it's not actively like involved in the running of both clubs, and it's not a owner of PSG per se, it's just attached unofficially, so they can go ahead. A bit of tweaking of the rules at the end of the day, but also I sort of get it. It's the same way so Aqua United and Dakar don't have the same club president, even though it's the government that's most likely funding both teams. So something of the sort. That's where we stand on that. So for Manchester United, even if the deal does go through, even if the bid is accepted, this is not by any means not a resolution. It's still most likely going to be towards the end of the season before a takeover is pulled through. And also, when United accept a bid and that is finalized, which will take months, the Premier League, the FA also have to give the go ahead. Yeah. That is where the big. I mean,
we saw that played out in Newcastle.
Yeah. So that is where the big issue lies actually, because you don't know if they will go ahead with we're in the woke dispensation, and we look at the human rights record of the people that are trying to buy blah blah blah. They're trying to do sports watch. Obviously, they're trying to do some sports watching. There's nothing hidden about that. Is that with the Premier League accept that? Will they let the deal go through? So some part of it is out of Manchester United's hands, basically.
Okay, some part of it is out of Manchester United hands. This one is still in the hands of Southampton. It is their job to do. It is the job of the hierarchy at Southampton to provide a manager, a worthy coach for that team. But why is it that Southampton still don't have a replacement? Okay, recently they sacked Nathan Jones just over the weekend. So
we talked about it.
We talked about him being sacked, and it don't happen.
Yeah. Why they don't have a replacement? Simply because top coaches are not available. The top coaches that are available are too good for Southampton. Pochettino has coached Southampton before, but that was earlier in his career. It's not going to come back to Southampton. The other ones they are skeptical about, they are the people that just recently got fired by people that Southampton are competing against. So if our relegation candidates sack you, I will not come and carry you. Why will I sack you? Why will I employ you? That's why the Lampards, the Gerrards, the
So who can they get now?
Who can they get?
Gerrard is available, and I think
You will relegate them.
I don't think so.
I honestly don't think Steven Gerrard is the guy. Who can they get? I actually think Jesse March will do a lot to improve this thing, because Jesse March, yes, is in terms of actual coaching ability is questionable. But one thing you are certain of, and that's the thing, one thing you are certain of is instantly energy levels increase.
Exactly.
And for teams like this that are fighting for their life,
That's what they need.
that's you need a bit more passion.
Up the adrenaline.
You need a bit more intensity. You see Southampton are a bit tepid in their style of play. Even against Wolves, where they were leading 1-0 against a team with one man down, they were still under the cosh. At home, a team that is one man down, and you are still playing like you are not the favourites. I do not get it. So therein lies the issue. Any coach wants his salt. I mean, that I always say this, I don't have a coaching license. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. But even I from here could see that what Nathan just needed to do was play Onuachu and Shea Adams up front and just put balls into the box. You cannot go wrong. You have one of the best deliverers in the league in James Ward-Prowse. You have Kamaluddin Suleiman that you just signed from Stadwell, very explosive,
exactly.
can put crosses in. You have Samuel Eboze on the other wing, can put crosses in. You have Sekuma, who is not even making the team.
You have Onuachu that's got the height and the physical presence.
In terms of squad strength, player for player, Southampton can rival Brighton. Forget that Brighton are doing better, that Brighton are punching well above their weight. If you look at player for player, Southampton can actually have a shot. I'm not saying they're better than Brighton, but they can. The players that they have,
actually going forward,
the players that they have, you just sign Onuachu. Who is Brighton's?
You have Che Adams that is a little above average.
You have Armstrong.
The team so they have two Armstrongs, by the way. So that's our start.
Adam Armstrong, Stuart Armstrong.
They have a midfielder and their
position is not strong.
So that's one of the. They have a certain defender that was good enough to make the Germany World Cup score. Even though Germany are not what they used to be. Bella Kochap is fantastic center defender. They have Mohamed Salisu, Ghana international, was also at the World Cup. So like Kyle Walker Peters, this is a player that has been linked to Chelsea. Like, even though Chelsea are signing everybody, they almost even sign people at some point. but it's still something that Chelsea are interested in. One of the players. This team is stacked that Aribo cannot even make the team. This is someone that they signed as a marquee signing. Aribo cannot even make this team.
Exactly, and it's not even that he did badly in the games he was playing. That means there are players that are in a better form than him.
So like, what needs to change is the structure. They are playing too safe, in my opinion. They play a regular 4-3-3. Yes, you want to put bodies in midfield and all that, but look at the position. You are a team that has only scored 17 goals the whole season. That is a problem. To focus on scoring. You try to focus on scoring.
Even if you would concede, outscore your opponents. Who cares?
If you would concede against the big boys, concede heavy. But if you are playing against teams that are around
against your Sawawu, your mates,
against your mates,
them well.
I better pass my neighbor mate. You should
them well.
You should be able to gather enough confidence to go out and attack.
This United are 17th. This is where their own problem lies. They are 17th because they don't have limit in conceding. But in terms of scoring, this United has scored 28 goals this season. That's 5 more goals than Chelsea. If you are not aware, they have scored 5 more goals than Chelsea this season. Like, when you look at Southampton on the other hand, their issue is clear. It's not that even though they are defending is horrible, they've also considered more than Leeds United. They've considered 40 goals. Leeds United have considered 38. So your safe approach is not preventing you from conceding, but it's also not helping you score. So if you are not going to improve your defense, at least improve the attack.
This is not good.
That's what I'm saying. You can concede. You can concede, but make sure you have scored the person you are conceding.
Give yourself a fighting chance. Play Che Adams, play Paul Onuachu at the same time, because Paul Onuachu, as prolific as he is, functions best in a 4-4-2. Because Paul Onuachu is, for the lack of a better word, useless as a lone striker. the only thing he can do for you as a lone striker is to win the ball, win area duels, flick it on to other people to use it. But if you don't put people around him, Paul Onuachu can benefit from second balls. In terms of is the obvious threat in terms of the first delivery. I mean, everybody knows you target the tallest guy. If you are 6'7", everybody will target you with the first cross. So it's the obvious threat. But in the case that ball don't even come to him, he's a credible threat for second balls because he reacts. He's very reactive. Paul Onuachu's strength is instinct. That's why it seems like we spoke a lot about easy goals. It seems like he scores a lot of easy goals because he just knows where to be. Paul Onuachu will be somewhere not even contesting for the ball. Somehow the ball will come and meet him and he'll just tap it in. But because he has that striker, you cannot take that from him. And that's something that you need. That they bought him because he's prolific. He scored 16 goals before he left the Belgian league this season already. That Southampton as a whole has scored 18. So that they bought him because he's prolific. But if you are not willing to do the things that the club that were using him were doing, then what is the point? Do you want to get relegated because you were trying to play it safe? Because first of all, they've already made the first error, which was sacking Rafa Sonoto. Except that sacking is not for football reasons. Except there was something else, whether there was disagreement with the board. Maybe that's why I will understand it. If it's not that, if it's for football reasons, it was a stupid decision at the time. It is still a stupid decision now because when you sack
the person you brought in had not made you better.
You fire and
you sacked the person you brought in.
When you sack Arsenal that has kept you up for 2 consecutive seasons on a shoestring budget, let me remind you
budget
that before your Southampton signed Jana, it does not mean that they had a good transfer over the years. Last season they were signing basically youngsters from Man City. They employed a former backroom staff of Manchester City. Somebody was using the influence to bring in players that are too good to be on the City bench, but not good enough to play the first team. So you see the likes of Romeo Lavia, you see the likes of Samuel Edozie. Those are the guys that, and they also made some smart signs. They brought in Romain Perraud. Romain Perraud for me is a good left back. Like for me, he's even too good for Southampton. So like they actually do have players. Chelsea wanted to sign Romeo Lavia for 50 million because he scored 1 goal against. I'm sure you remember it earlier in the season. So like they have players. They are massively underperforming. For the clubs around them, for Bournemouth, I do not think Bournemouth are good enough that they will get relegated and they will deserve it. They can't even complain. They only just started signing this January. They did not do much in the summer window. For Leeds United, they've punched above their weight for years, and now the team is not as good as it was before. They are relying a lot of youngsters. If they get relegated, they can't really blame anybody. For Nottingham Forest, they signed pretty much everybody with an international passport and did not factor in the fact whether they could fit into their structure or not. If they get relegated, they deserve it. If Southampton get relegated, it is the owner's fault.
Okay, let's open the phone lines. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410. You can go to Facebook. Just go find Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook. We are streaming live. You can drop your comment on Facebook as well. Also, you can go to YouTube to drop your comment on Mainland 98.3 FM. We are streaming live on YouTube as well. For games to happen later today, yes, Liverpool against Everton, the Merseyside derby by 9 p.m. Verona against Salernitana. The Italian Serie A is currently on. It's goalless. Inter will be in action away at Sampdoria as well in the Italian Serie A by 8:45 p.m. and by 9 p.m. Espanyol against Real Sociedad is the game to watch out for in the La Liga. Okay, 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. Let's go to YouTube now and take reactions on YouTube. This one says, evening to the bad boys. Tunde Young, did you see Havertz's performance this weekend?
Star player.
If I catch Potter and Havertz, then go collect. Triple, what's the update with Kante? Yes, the last we heard about Kante was yes, he's back in training, some personal training. Has he started training with the rest of the team?
Well, I've not seen pictures of him with the rest of the team, but we hear that he's close to a return. I personally don't see what he's going to
what he's coming to do.
I mean, he still can't do it. He will improve Chelsea, no doubt, but I don't see how he's going to fix all this draw.
Okay, well, Tunde doesn't see how Kante is going to fix how he's going to make the draw suit better. I should put it that way. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Greatness from Agbara.
Welcome, Greatness from Agbara. Man City fan.
Yes. You are down Man City fan. I called to appeal to Arsenal fans on Wednesday. They should go there with 2 two man. They should not go with one man that they will even get a point. So they should go with a two.
They are the one coming to their home. Is that the only
you should be afraid of
yes,
them.
now with their own check now 9 match. I've been there. Their last 2 coaches have never defeated Man City at Premier League. Their last 3 coaches have not defeated even 4 now, including Wenger will go. When Guardiola came, we have been flogging them. So we as the Man City fans will not be fearing. That is our happy hour. So I'm just begging them, giving them advice. They should go there with 2 man. Maybe they may get a point, or maybe they will not them, because the hard date is going to be 2 months for them. I'm telling Daddy, that you see this is how we do our formula. It's a practice of what we do to them that day. We just advise to them from greatness. They should go there with a 2 man. Not with a man that they even go to.
So greatness, let me ask you, what happens if Arsenal beat Manchester City and beat them
It
City?
will not happen. It will not happen. It will not.
Yeah, but what happens if?
What if that game ends 3-0 to Arsenal?
Wait. Last week, I had you guys do an analysis saying that Man City have never defeated Tottenham in a new Tottenham stadium. And we went there. What happened? Did they defeat us?
They defeat you now.
Fantastic. That is the record. So we will have record on them too. In the last.
Now, see where if you beat, you won't go fight.
Thank you very much. So that's it. So it's short in the way they will collect. So no need of and there will be a heartbreak that day. It's just unfortunate we do have Valentine and we break it out of Arsenal fans.
Okay.
So pity.
No, Allah. Thank you very much, greatness. Let's take the next call. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, your name and location.
Patrick Okoro from Ikorodu.
Okay. Welcome, Patrick. Let's have your take.
You know my take already. Arsenal cannot be Man City. You understand? They be 2 legs. You understand? Arsenal have lost the cup already. So they should consider the 6th.
Okay. Arsenal have lost the Premier League title already, according to Okoro. Let's take the next call right here. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410. Let me take 2 more calls, and I go to Facebook, and also we take comments on WhatsApp and also comments via SMS. Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Have you done that?
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Triple.
My brother.
Arsenal Babatu is calling you from a Papa Wolf.
Then say na no fit win or where's deal. Wetin I go
That is
do?
football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. What if we beat Man City? Anything can happen.
Yeah, I think
He can win. He can draw. Anything can happen. We go beat them. I assure you. We go beat them. Then for Saturday, let us go for former coach, former Chelsea coach.
Which one? Which one of them? Lampard?
No, the other big man.
Tuchel?
Which guy is it? Which guy?
Chelsea want to collect him back.
Which guy is it? Which guy? This is blasphemous.
They don't go fit me or they go for the now what they can pay you, they can pay you, they can employ you, no problem.
Shoe get size o Arsenal baba.
What the money they buy?
Shoe get size o.
What of we read them at Teta?
No.
Why you give them Wenger?
You guys old man, I cannot carry the
Give them Ateta now.
Ateta is a young coach for us.
Yeah.
We are watching for another 3 seasons. He can make a statement for Arsenal. Thank you very much.
Okay, no Arsenal baba. Took care to Southampton. That's the weirdest thing I've heard ever in my life.
But you sacked him. It's none of your business. Wherever it goes, none of your business.
I think it's part of your business too, because I don't understand why you are attacking.
Yeah, it's none of our business, both of us. So why you worried about where it's going to?
0913-600-0410. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, guys, and wonderful men in the studio. Just came us on.
Welcome. Just call them bad boys. They are bad boys.
No, they are not bad ones. I will be the tackle everywhere.
Thank you.
Go on. Say you don't enter me. Go on.
I want your business if to just go to Southampton now. What happen?
Why you know Kai Ferguson go Southampton?
Well, anyway, the game against Everton is a derby. Everton Liverpool is a derby now. Anything can happen. They always look at the form of Everton. but Liverpool is not convincing enough. Like they said, no 7 or 10 yards want to do.
007 agent.
Yes, so and but for Arsenal match, seriously, this is the best time we can see Guardiola. That is how Ferguson used to win the league. Even though he's doing rubbish in the first half, but the second half is going to be like pick up some points. So people can beat him and away. They know how to do those things. But look at Arsenal form. Even matches now, we are struggling. But even the present mountain Guardiola is still trying to pick up them. I keep Arsenal to win the league anyway.
Okay.
But for me, I'm seeing.
Wait, Baba. You look at that person's house because say you want.
No. Why? Because
what will Manchester United do this season?
It's not that we are building now, we are rebuilding now. So I think we have to not the builder.
Ikoyi building.
I don't know that we think like you are good now. Empire.
Ikoyi building, Pele.
Alright, but tell me, where are you now? Where are you? How many points?
That's why they didn't do the video here.
Baba, they just throw me as FIFA Club World Cup champion. Just this afternoon. Which time you win at last?
Finally, the only thing left to brag. I own it now. I mean,
Real Madrid, Ala Madrid, where does
you don't mind your business.
2 million. Yeah. You tell me going to drag Ope even though they're yes. I think Ope should drag you today.
I don't rate him. I can't be dragging Chelsea fans. What am I looking for?
What are you with?
Stars and insults now.
What I know about Ope is that both me and him, none of us will win our league this season.
I will not struggle to play UEFA Conference League.
It's a simple fact.
The most important thing is I will not struggle to play UEFA Conference League.
Go on. Thank you very much for your contribution, K-Boss. Okay, today Young, you got something for us?
Yeah, just to give you an update on the earlier conversation. The Arsenal's last Champions League game was in March 2017, and the players that started the game was Ospina in goal, Bellerin right back, Mustafi in centre back, Koscielny in centre back, Nacho Monreal in left back, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Granit Xhaka and Ramsey.
So Granit Xhaka is the only surviving
member. Walcott, Giroud and Alexis Sanchez up front. That was Arsenal's last Champions League.
All of those ones are actually retired.
Guess who are the people on the bench? Peter Cech, you have Kieran Gibbs, Gabriel, Lucas Perez, Ozil and Kokele.
Ajemi. Is that a team?
It's a squad.
You know how to for results.
Okay, no, I know. See, this is what I will say. I remember that year at Mushi Solo Road, I told some persons that Arsenal used the first choice goalkeeper, David Ospina, in the first leg. He collect 5. Check with the tell Ospina for training, say, Baba, why you collect 5? Ospina say, Baba, go there. You say go there. Second leg, then use check.
No, the other way. It was Ospina second leg. Okay. Check first. So check the first goal as the first choice.
After all your clean sheet in the Premier League, after everything,
you know the hilarious thing about it. Arsenal was first leg 5-1 away from home, and there was just a position that if they can just wait for who second leg they will qualify. Only to correct yourself say 5-1. 10-2.
Yeah, see,
that is your legacy.
We did not intend to drag Arsenal. We did not intend to drag them. But I mean, they are closer to returning to the Champions League. So we are just bringing. That's the last memory.
Maybe I don't want to take the position of.
By the way, just to collect another factor, I said they've not been Champions League since George Bush administration. That's obviously a lie. They've not been in Champions League since the Barack Obama administration. So America has had 2 presidents since Arsenal last played Champions League football.
See, I want to imagine. No, it's still second.
There was
Donald Trump and Joe Biden
is halfway.
I want to imagine with Odoy and Yemi right now, wherever they are this evening now. Like,
I hope they're listening and I hope they love them.
This is a tip of the iceberg of what will happen after Wednesday night.
But you know the most disrespectful thing I find on the show today? that of all people, Chelsea fans have the guts to drag Arsenal this season.
Let's take comments. Let's go to Facebook to take comment. Tunde Young, you want to say something?
Thank you. Sometimes you understand it.
Yes, let's take comment. Okay, let's just take comment. I am Osas.
He's a Chelsea gang up.
Okay, I am Osas on Facebook says, good evening guys. Is it true Kylian Mbappe is back in training? Yes, it is absolutely true. He also went on to say, between Rihanna and Anthony, who is better? Come on.
It's Rihanna. Whatever context.
It's Rihanna. Okay, this one says, okay, still I am Osas says, I beg, never compare Garnacho and Open Martial. Okay, I mean Garnacho looks like a better player than Martial, but Martial was fantastic.
Martial as a young player was incredible.
Before Mbappe, he was.
I mean, he was not Mbappe levels, but let's who can I? Martial was Vinicius before he blew.
Okay.
Vinicius before last season. Before last season, that was pretty much Martial.
Upcoming Vinicius.
But the goals.
Okay. I also says okay between he was she responded to somebody else, or he responded to somebody else who I was asking Rihanna and Anthony who is better. This one says Iku Jenny Mary Sonia says, good evening guys, great job, I'm enjoying the show, impeccable analysis from Tunde Young and Okwe. Triple O, I admire how you make the show spicy with little jokes here and there. The comic touches really makes the show more entertaining. Now Sport Cruise, true. Eric Fesba from Ikeja. I mean, that is what we do here. You cannot get it anywhere better.
Yeah, thank you for even reminding me that. I want to tell you that Triple O usually.
Okay, your mic is off.
I mean, I like moments like this. I like it when my enemies work against each other. You off my mic now.
You think you have monopoly?
Saturday is here.
Okay.
You will be in charge here. You will not be around. They will call you to inform you. Well, don't worry. They will remind you.
Okay, let's take some messages on WhatsApp because time is not our friend. We have to start packing our bags to leave the studio so that we don't get into VAR trouble. Okay, this one says, hi guys in the building. I'm so glad to reach out to you for the first time on WhatsApp. The last VAR weekend was a disaster all through. Okay, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I really feel for Chelsea. Their own is worse. Arsenal too were robbed, but that Chelsea's own was too glaring, and sadly they didn't admit their errors in that. A simple go and check it yourself was what killed the game. VAR, that VAR guy should be whipped. For my game today against Everton, my neighbors, it is a fight to finish because we must win tonight or get relegated. And Biodun, you get relegated, Biodun. This one says, good evening, violence, Triple O, controversial Avat Akinyode, deep voice, Tunde Young. Well, as a City fan, I'm very much happy that VAR official made the wrong call. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. He went on and on, but the message is just too long for me to take everything. Okay, this is another. This is this textbook, but let me quickly run through it. Olatunde from Meron says, good evening Triple O and the other guys in the studio. VAR is useless in England. Chelsea deserved the penalty in the match against West Ham, and for Arsenal they will never win the league because they cost me huge win yesterday. Arsenal cost me millions. Okay, Baba, how much you stake? Now my question. How much? Now the money where you stake, Baba, I'll leave the other ones where they talk. Okay guys, we have to go. There are still more messages on WhatsApp, also via SMS, but we have to go so that I don't go enjoy John Brooks. We have to go, guys. So stay tuned. We'll be back on Monday. Yes, sorry. Tomorrow is Valentine. Lord, don't enter my head. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early on Tuesday for sports update by 6:30 a.m. and of course Sport Cruise will return tomorrow by 6 p.m. Till then, thank you to Mainland 98.3 FM.